Anyway, welcome back to TTFL round 7 at the Baku Street Circuit tonight. Season 2. Matt is CT is with me tonight.
Hello.
And we are going to hopefully see some good racing.
There's always good racing at Baku.
There's always good racing at Baku. Well done, Baku. Hashtag it. Right, let me delete the stream because I accidentally started that one. We only have 11 drivers in at the moment. More likely to be more. So, see what happens.
Oh, you put the thumbnail up?
I don't have the thumbnail. I don't think he sent me the thumbnail. I need him to send me the thumbnail.
He sent it to us yesterday.
Yeah, but I didn't save it on my computer. Please send me the thumbnail so I can put it on my stream. Or on the stream. Oh, I need the thumbnail. I'm getting comments, but I need the thumbnail.
Here it is.
Oh, Portugal. Oh, Ronaldo scored again. Yeah. No. Alright, let's not support Ronaldo. Anyway. We are live. Let's see if we can see Lag Nation today. Okay.
Yeah, funny. Not my fault. My OBS is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Right. I need him to send it to me again because he's saying it's in the commentators chat, but I can't see it on my.
I just sent it to you.
You what?
I sent it to you on the PlayStation.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you send it to the right account, Matt?
Yes. You should have just got it. I just
No,
send it to
send it to my other account, my normal account. That's the one on my computer. Sorry about that. Just send it to my normal RJW.
How about I just send it to Discord?
You put it in the Discord.
I can.
You can, or can't?
Yeah.
Okay, send it if you can. That would be very helpful.
There you go.
Thank you. And now I will put that on the stream. Now, I'm pretty sure you've seen the weather, haven't you?
Yes.
I've also seen the weather, so...
I like how they do that too.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I do like how they do. Open link. Oh, Jesus. Discord, can you not just, like, let me save the image normally? We got 14 drivers, so it did slightly go up.
Blizzard's here.
Blizzard's here, yeah. I didn't even know he was in the league.
No, he's subbing, I think.
Oh, he's in the...
He said he could... Yeah.
There we go, right, I got
be a third commentary, but Lambo told him in the race.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted more competition.
I guess. I think he needs it at the moment. But hopefully my mind will be changed today. I'm just saving this thumbnail. Save changes. Done. Okay, thumbnail is on. Now, something I didn't know is the weather forecast for quali, but I'm pretty sure it was, if I remember correctly, dry all weekend.
Yes.
So there will be no rain to discuss in this race.
Yep, the forecast was all sun all day.
Oh, my computer's lagging. No, don't do this. I need you, computer, to make sure the stream's alright. Alright, let me just get off Twitter quick.
I was
Why
so
don't you
depressed
get
yesterday.
PS messages on your phone so you can send it to your computer? Well, I have got it on my phone, but my phone is kind of dead, aka it has no battery right now. Yeah, I plugged it into charge, so it has no battery right now. But I got the thumbnail, so it's fine. Oh, my knee. Alright, skip. Didn't want to see that. Hopefully, our mics are loud enough. I don't know about Matt's.
Yeah, mine should be fine. I made it extra loud yesterday for the way I was streaming.
Yours fine, okay. I was just checking. Yeah, 14 drivers on the grid. Now, let me just go through the drivers' standings before we start. So, at the top, on 123 points in the Haas, is... Where is it? Lambo. I don't think he hasn't come out of the pits yet. In second place on 87, so quite a big gap. I think that's... What is that? 36 points? If I'm doing my maths correctly, that's 36 points gap to Saigi. I think that's how you say it, or Siege maybe.
Siege, yeah.
Kirano is in third. I don't know if he's here today actually.
No, he's
Might
not.
be. He's not, is he?
No.
No. Okay. Crazy Legs is in fourth with 66. Oh wait, did I say Carino had 70? Carano had 72. Crazy Legs is in fourth with 66. Squeezy Lemon in fifth with 52. Maze is in sixth with 32. Ollie P in seventh with 30. Blizzard, the first reserve in our list, actually has 25 points in eighth. F3 All HD in the Sauber has 22 points. Spike in the Renault has 16. In 11th, we have Shunt in the Force India on 16. 12 places. Ziz. How do you say that name? It was in
Z3.
Yeah, that one. Z3. In the Toro Rosso in 12. Alank in the Force India is 13th with 9. Humbug on 8 in the Sauber on 14th. Then we have Valpai, who's retired from the league, on 8 with 8 points in 15th place. Invader Zippo in the McLaren on 16th with 7 points. Pacels in the Renault is 17th with 6 points. Damien B in the Ferrari is 18th with 5 points. Plaster is in the Red Bull, 19th place with 4 points. SFR Chopper, who has retired from the league, 20th with 2 points. And then Orchard David is in 21st in the Ferrari with 2 points. Weed Nation in the Williams is 22nd with 1 point. And Poe in the Haas is 23rd with 1 point. So far, the constructors, as we are on board with Lambo at the moment, obviously. Oh, yellow flags! Blizzard is out at the castle. Massive. Oh, he's hit the outside wall on the right and banged into the left-hand side wall. Let's go back on board with Lambo as we go through the constructors. So Haas in the constructors have 132 points. So 123 of those are Lambo on his own. So that's 9 points for his teammates. Mercedes have 119, so they're only... Or how many points is that? 13 points off the lead. Toro Rosso in third with 78. Williams in fourth with 73. And then Sauber in fifth with 57. Poe is also retired. Lambert sets a 40.8. That is at the exit of... the beginning of the third sector on the straight. So I don't know how he's lost it there.
I know what part that is. That's where I hit the wall 3 times this week.
Yeah, that's a weird place to hit the wall. But we'll move on. Red Bull have 56 points, they're in 6th. McLaren on 36 points, they're in 7th. As Carey,
Oh,
just watching him, he went pole, so that's a cracking lap. Maybe there is a challenge for Lambo today. Back to the constructors then. 8th place for India with 25 points. 9th place is Renault with 22. And in 10th and last place is Ferrari with 8. So Ferrari are 124 points behind the leaders. But we have 4 people who haven't set a lap. 2 of them retiring already, and one of them has just set a lap. That was Plaster, 1590. Who sets a 42.7, and the admin himself, the baller, Mays, still in the pit lane, so I don't think he'll come out until the end of the session. I don't know if anyone's gone for a further lap, going on board with Lambo, because obviously he's not the furthest on track anyway. Actually, someone's overtaken him. Who is that? It's Crazy Legs. I don't know if he's on a lap. His first lap wasn't that good. It wasn't that quick. Obviously, I don't know these guys' pace, so I don't know if it's good for him or not. But I feel like he is on another lap. He is, and he goes all the way to the right-hand side. I don't get this. He sets a 41.1, so it clearly was a slow lap. That's a good lap from Crazy Legs. Puts him P3 provisionally. Lemon and Lambo both pit.
Damien's come to the line now.
I think he's pitting.
Oh yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, he's going to pit. Who else? Is anyone close? Alank. I think he's going to pit.
Oh, by the way, that's Alan K, not Alank.
Well, it says Alank, so I'm saying Alan. Alan K. I'm just going to call you Alan because it's. What the hell? He just stopped in. What? Oh, Invader Zippo has no front wing, so that's nice to see. But I think everyone is coming into the pits now. Ollie P went for another lap. I don't know if he set a lap. And Weed Nation, I think, might be coming into the pits this lap. Don't know though. Crazy Legs definitely coming into the pits. He's going at about 2 miles an hour. So I guess we'll go on board with. Oh, actually no, Maze is out. We won't go on board with him yet. We'll go on board with Weed Nation, who is coming into the final sector in a minute. I don't know. Let me put on not telemetry, lap data. He is down 3 tenths on his time, so I think he'll probably pit at the end of this lap. So Matt, from the way it's shaping up so far, who's your bets on pole?
I'm gonna say. I mean, he's 1.3 off right now, but I think Squeezy Lemon will do it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna back one of the front 2, but I think because it's his first race, I think Carey will probably get pole. But I'm not going to say anything about the race, because what tends to happen in especially I've seen it in a lot of people's debut races, they tend to do really well in quali, but in the race something happens, and I don't want to jinx him and say something's going to happen, but it might. Oh, that was close between Crazy Legs and Maze. But we will go. Yeah, I will go on board with Maze for this whole lap. I think he's the only other car on an actual lap. So into turn 1, wasn't the best, but it was all right. It was acceptable. He shipped it up to 7th, and he got that turned in very well for turn 2. Now down the second technically the first DRS straight of the track. He leading down to a very tricky turn 3. You got to spot your braking perfectly, and he does. Great turn in for turn 3. Leads into a couple of very 90-degree left-right handers into what technically is a chicane. Turn 5 and turn 6. He pretty much nails that. Loses the rear a little bit through turn 6. Now into turn 7, which leads into the second sector and the castle section. Very interesting. Turn 8 now. As he heads into the castle, he gets that's perfect into turn 9 and turn 10. Very flowing. nails it again. So this is looking very like a very solid lap from Mays. Don't know if he'll be challenging for pole, but it's very clean, very, very, very solid. And now into turn 13. Oh, he goes a bit wide, but I think it won't matter that much. Turn 15 now. Now this is a crucial corner for your straight line speed, and he's done pretty well out of there. Not the best, but still got the throttle down early. Turns, I think that's turn 16. No, it's turn 17 and 18. Now turn 19. Down the second DRS straight, which opens now. What's he going to set on his first lap in quali? He'll probably go for another after this. He sets a 41.6, which is a solid lap. Solid first lap for Mays. And he wasn't too bad. And we'll go on board now with Squeezy Lemon. I think he's the furthest on track. Yes, he is. So Squeezy Lemon, I don't know if he's actually on a lap.
Yeah, he is.
He is. So he's coming through into turn 13 now. So this, I need a track map up so I get this right. Actually, I need to get the corner names right. Oh, Plaster has just given up. But we'll go on board with Lemon now. Coming through the final sector, down to the line. Oh, he's going right against the wall, opening the DRS. He watches that kink in the wall. What's he going to set? He sets a 41 flat. And he doesn't have time for another lap, so he's going to crash it. So he's starting third, so your prediction's already wrong. Mays is on another lap, but I think he's backed out. So he's got time to do another lap. It just depends on how much fuel he has. Alan is on a lap as well, so we'll go on board with Alan right now. Actually, as he heads into the last little kink on the straight. Where is this going to put him? I don't know if he's up on his times. I think he might be here. 1:42.9. He beats it by a tenth. You've got to go for another lap. Invader. He sets a 1:43.7 on the softs. But it might not matter if he gets in the... He needs to get in the top 10. He got invalidated anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Damien B is on a lap, but he's right at the start. Mays is not going to get to the line in time. He's messed up big time there. He's gone way too slow on the lap. Who is the next to cross the line? It will be Kari Karam, the provisional pole sitter. Where does this put him in all of this?
40.1.
40.1. Lampo, funnily enough, is the next one to cross the line. So what can the Haas driver do?
Oh, he's pulling it in.
He's invalidated it, surely. God. That's invalidated. He must have invalidated that. I just want to have a look. Oh, he had to. He's just been beaten as well. By Siege. 40.3. I have to say, the Mercedes boys done it again. They're in very strong positions they could actually be right on the back of Haas in the constructors after this race. But we'll go on board with who's next. It is Alan as he comes through the kink of turn 20. It's turn 20. I've got a track map up now because there's like 4 corners in the castle that I didn't account for, or 2 corners that I didn't account for. Alan does not go faster. And he will start outside the top 10. He will have fresh tyres. And Invader Zippo goes faster than him. But here
comes Ali on
by
the softs.
46 thousandths, he does not get in the top 10. And if he got in the top 10, the strategy would have worked going on softs. So I don't know if that was a big enough risk for him to take. But it doesn't matter. Either way, he's going to have fresher tyres than the rest. But do you want to run through the grid order, please, Matt?
Sure. On pole, we got Kyrie with a 40.1. Siege, a tenth and a half behind in second. Then the championship leader, Lambo, about 7/10 off the pace. And then followed by Crazy Legs, Squeezy Lemon, Maze, Ali P, Damien, Weed Nation, and Plaster will round off your top 10. And now it's going to disappear.
I think that was Invader Zippo and Alan set times just outside the top 10, and Poe and Blizzard did not set times as they both crashed in the castle section. So they will have it all to do. Blizzard will have it all to do. I think I don't know if I think he might have only done one race and won it, so he's got it all to do now. If he wins this one, fair play to him. But I think Kyrie might have this. It just depends on how good his getaway is. I think Siege gets normally decent getaways, so Kyrie will be under pressure from the start. And Lambo also, I think he needs to bide his time in this race. There is a formation lap, so we can just overview some of the drivers. I don't know who that is that's gone to the front. It's Queasy Lemon's gone straight to the front, but we'll just have a look at some of the drivers and how we think they're going to do. So let's start with the pole sitter, Kyrie Karam, who's been disqualified for Squeezy Lemon weaving, pretty much. But let's think, how well is he going to do in this race?
He should have a solid race.
What do you think about predictions? Should we make predictions for the whole?
Yeah. Predictions. I'll do Lambo first, Kyrie second, and
I'll
go with Maze third.
I'm saying, right, I will go with Kyrie first, Lambo second, and Siege third. And most of the order I think will stay the same, except I think Blizzard might find himself up in fourth or fifth. With battling with Maze most of the race. I don't know how Squeezy Lemon's going to do for a lot of it, but I think he'll be up there as well. So, but I think I just have to say, Damien. I'm going to be watching Damien this race. He needs a result for Ferrari, so I think he's got 1 point at the moment. Ferrari themselves have 8 points in the championship, so they need some points. Maybe he can do it here. Starting 8th, one of his better positions, I think, on the grid. So, and also Poe in the other Haas needs to. He's got some work to do after that crash in quali, but I think if there's one person that can do it, it is him. So, yeah, those two are going to be my drivers that I'm going to be looking at throughout the race, seeing how they do, if they get that far, which I hope they do. But we'll just go on board with Blizzard now, who has one race win to his name, I'm pretty sure. And that was, I don't know when that was, but he has the race win somewhere. But he will have it all to do from 14th on the grid. But
he would have been my pick to win if he started on the softs.
If he started on the softs. Supers is alright, but just depends. But we have 5 red lights here in Baku. And we're off for round 7 of TTFL Championship Season 2. And Kyrie gets off to a brilliant start.
There's got 2 cars on top of each other.
It's Blizzard and... No, wait. Yeah, it's Blizzard and Poe. They're on top of each other. Do they have damage? Poe has damage. Blizzard has no damage. And Plaster has no damage. So Poe... Oh no, Poe's front wing is back now. So none of them have damage. So I think that's lucky. Oh no, Invader Zippo has damage on his front right. But Kyrie got off to a brilliant start. Already a 1.5 second lead. And Lambo... Oh, that's Damien B in the background. And there's another car on... I think that was Invader Zippo again on top of... Whoa! Poe has been shunted. No, he has lost front wing now. It's Carnage in the background. Blizzard up to 8th. No front wing damage looking for him. But there's damage coming off someone's car in front. That was Squeezy Lemon's got damage now. Through just before the castle section. But... we'll go back on board with Kyrie Karam, who has a 2.7 lead already after 2 sectors of this race. He got a cracking start, brilliant start, no one challenged him into turn 1, and he is already leading by nearly 3 seconds off lap 1. That is a brilliant race start.
Lambo's closing in on Siege. Mays passes Squeezy Lemon for 5th.
Lemon has massive damage on the front right. Ollie will get past. Blizzard will get past, and Blizzard is right on the back of Ollie, but I think Ollie has superior straight line speed. He's going to pull away slightly, but we're going to be looking at the back of Maze here. He's gaining, but not quick enough. Is Blizzard going to dive one? No, he's not. Poe, yeah, no damage. Wait, no, Poe has damage. Poe has stayed out, though, as has Invader Zippo, both with damage. Oh, Alan has hit the wall and lost the back end. Luckily for Damien, when he got spun, he took no damage. So that is very lucky. As for Squeezy Lemon, he's gotten very wide on pit exit. That might be a warning, but let's have a look at the gap for first. Let's just point out the Lambo and Crazy Legs both got past Siege, and Crazy Legs has got past Lambo. So Crazy Legs has just jumped into second, and Kyrie has a 5-second lead on lap 2.
Kyrie just hit the castle wall on the exit too,
and he has no damage. So that's a Crazy has massive damage on the front left as well. Well, he has a bit. Maze is on a very strong position here. He's got his teammate in front, and his teammate has damage, so he needs to get past Siege, and then hopefully he can get on the back of Lambo. But he has got Blizzard, who will try and make a move on Ollie P, I think, this lap. We'll go on board with him. Oh, in the background, Invader Zippo goes wide and gets overtaken, but Ollie P, I don't know, there's a bit of lag. I don't know if Blizzard's actually gaining. I don't think he is. Ollie P's gaining on Maze or down the straight, and he's going to get him. And Lambo's going to get Crazy as well. But Crazy might get a run on him, I don't know. No, Blizzard gets Maze as well, so Maze has lost 2 positions on the straight there. That must be something down to... there's, connection issues there, but that must be down to straight line speed. Poe still going round with front wing damage, but he's doing alright. But Lambo back into second now. He needs to hold that second. He needs to not get overtaken on the straight. Otherwise it might be game over for his chances here in Baku. As we go back on board with the leader, who's coming up to the sector split at turn 7. And into the castle now. We want to see no mistakes from Kyrie. Locks up slightly and just misses the wall. Pretty much perfect from the wall. What was I going to say? I've completely forgotten now. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. But Crazy Legs, yeah, he's falling back off Lambo, so. And Maze is falling back off Blizzard. So Blizzard has already gained 8 positions in this race.
Blizzard just hit Ollie.
But there's no damage by the seams of it. Ollie has the superior straight line speed. Oh, Poe has made a move on Plaster, and he's up into 8th. And Alan gets past Invader. Invader has no front wing at all. Damien's going to get onto him now. Damien could get himself not far off the top 10 here.
Blizzard should get this here. He's got the DRS.
Let's go back on board with Blizzard and Ollie. And Blizzard is going to hold it into turn 1. And that is P5 for Blizzard. 9 positions are in 4 laps. And the gap is not coming down between Kyrie and Lambo. Invader Zippo's into the pits. I think Lemon should get him quite easily down the straight. He's about to overtake him now. So Lemon actually goes fastest of all after 4 laps. So after putting on a fresh pair of supers, he will do the 2-stop surely. He's got to go onto the softs now from this point. But Kyrie's still pulling away. Now the only danger is Blizzard's pace at the moment. Blizzard is the only one fast enough, I think, to catch him. But the only thing Blizzard's got against him is the traffic. So if Blizzard can get through that traffic, we might have a battle on our hand if Blizzard can catch up with Kyrie in the south. But 6 seconds now after 4 laps. This is phenomenal driving. from Kyrie on his debut. There's a bit of front wing off there. Was that? No, that was crazy. That was crazy in the wall. And Blizzard will get up into 4th. His teammate has crashed it, but Blizzard now only 1 place off the podiums, and he's gaining so much on Siege, who's got damage, and Blizzard will move into the podium positions on lap 4 of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He's already into the podium positions.
Oh,
Yellows in sector 3, and that's Crazy Legs. Yeah, the front wing.
But fair play to him for waiting for everybody to pass for a rejoin the track.
Damien now is inside the top 10. So after that spin on lap 1, he's back inside the top 10. Started 8th, back up to 10th, and you can see 8th again. You can actually see 7th from here. There's a little loss at the back end there. Lemon back into 11th. So the race is definitely not over for him. But we will go back to Blizzard, who now has to gain a 3-second gap. Lambo actually gaining time slightly on Kyrie now, so the gap starting to even out, but Lambo hits the wall, and that's damage. That is damage from the front left wing, so we better watch out in the 3rd sector. Lambo, I think he's smart enough to realise that the damage is going to affect him massively through those last these last couple of corners, turn 18 and 19.
Blizzard has right wing damage too. So.
Blizzard also has damage. So advantage Kyrie at this point. Not only has he got a 6-second lead, but he's just gained about 5 tenths from that incident. I don't know if it's going to affect Lambo too much. Lambo doesn't lift off, so he did it flat out. Blizzard just avoids the wall. Ollie P in the solid 4th, and Mays in the solid 5th right now. Poe, with that damage on lap 1, he's actually up to 6th. I'm catching Mays. I think Mays has a massive straight line speed deficit, and he's gaining rapidly. He might actually get him into turn 1 here. He's going to go for it on Mays into turn 1. They go side by side, and Poe's going to get squeezed out, is he? Yeah. But Poe can have a real crack into turn 3 now. He's right on the back of the Mercedes. Looked like a good race for the Mercedes, but now Siege down in 12th after starting 2nd. Lemon into the top 10 now, so, and Plaster pits for medium, so that
contact.
Be him to the end. Poe, no more front wing damage. May still got none, I don't think. So this will be interesting to see if Poe can get past. Blizzard is gaining on Lambo, but not really gaining on Kyrie. The gap is now 7 seconds between the top 2. So this is, Kyrie has got a blistering start. 1.5 seconds, shall I remind, on the first lap. 4 seconds by lap 2. So it was an insane start.
Zippo just got by Plaster for 12th.
Yeah, Plaster has just pit. I think that is him to the end of the race now. If anyone's interested in the World Cup, Spain are leading 3-2 right now. From 2-1 down. So I watched that. Well, I'm watching that at the same time. But I'm really interested to see. Poe is close enough, surely, to make the move on Mays this lap. Mays has that straight line speed deficit, as we saw he's been overtaken so many times in the straight line, and I think that's really hampering him as Poe flies past on the straight with the DRS, and Mays just can't catch in the straight line. So, and that's Weed Nation into the pits as well. Alan into the top 7. Damien is pitting again. No, that's his first pit stop on lap 7. He's surely going on the mediums. He's put the pit limiter on really early though, so that might cost him a few positions, I don't know, but he's going to the end surely on the medium tyres from this point on. Blizzard actually 1.8 seconds down on Lambo now, so 1.6, he's gaining really quickly now. But the gap, oh my god, the gap is 7.7, and Blizzard is going to find it difficult to overtake Lambo, because Lambo's straight line speed is good as well, so we will see. I'm pretty sure that was, Damien putting on the medium tyres. The damage is really big on Lambo's car. As it is an anti-clockwise circuit, the left wing damage is going to affect him more than the right wing damage, as there was a lot more left turns. So Blizzard, I guess, got slightly luckier by only getting right wing damage, but it's still going to affect him, especially in the first sector. It's going to affect them both massively. So, and Kyrie still has a full front wing, so I'm pretty sure he can take these to at least lap 9, lap 10, unless he pits this lap, which he thinks about, but he doesn't in the end. The straight line speed of Lambo is definitely quicker, I think, than Kyrie. It's just that first sector, Kyrie can pull out a bit of a gap, a bit more of a gap, but Blizzard is right there now. He got Lambo in his sights.
I'm a little wide in turn 1 there.
The McLaren pits, Ollie P into the pits. There's also a Mercedes coming out, so that's TTL Maze into the pits, trying to get the undercut on Ollie, but it didn't work. I think he's just trying to match Ollie now.
Oh, wait, he changed
Oh,
the
they're
wing.
both getting front wing changes.
Lemon's up to 6th after his early issues.
Lemon has pit, but he will have to pit again. Alan has also pit, but I think he'll have to pit again. I don't know if he's taking those softs to the end. And Poe has not pit yet, so with damage he's doing very well to get him to 4th. Mays will come out in 10th, so still in the top 10, so that's alright for him, but he needs to get around the back of Ollie. He's been held up in the pits, so Ollie P in 8th after the pit stops. So Siege is back into 7th above his teammate again. Lemon, probably Alan's going to fall off, and Poe yet to pit. He could have 4th, and Blizzard's damage obviously hampering him. Lambo is actually gaining slightly on Kyrie at this point, so I don't know what's happening. Maybe he's turned up the wick now. Blizzard's right behind him, but Blizzard does have DRS on this lap. He should have.
Should, yeah. Yep, it's filling up.
Yep, DRS is open for Toro Rosso, but he loses a lot of time. He loses some time in the straight line, so I don't know. Oh, a bit scrappy through turn 1, but it's alright. Kyrie's still got the 7-second advantage though going into the second half of the race. That could help him massively to defend this lead. That should help him massively to defend this league, so Matt, do we have a situation on tyre wear or not?
I don't know, but Lambo just kissed the wall coming out of that last corner.
Well, is there any threads coming off the tyres? Is there a bit of wear? You can see there is a bit on Lambo's, and I don't know if you can see it on yeah, you can see it on Kyrie. There is tyre wear on Kyrie's front left, and on no, there's none on Lambo's, but there's a bit on Blizzard's front left. So at the moment, Lambo's doing the best out of tyre wear, but 8 seconds now the gap. It's increased again.
Just because Kyrie keeps locking up the left front when it goes into the left-hand turn.
Yeah, Lambo lost time again, but Blizzard's right on the back of him now. Surely he can get him on the straight line. Unless he understeers. So they've both got front wing damage, so they're both going to be hampered through this situation. They've both kept out the ball, so
lift.
I don't know if he has the speed. I think Lambo might be coming in for a pit stop though. It's lap 9. And he does not. He stays out till lap 10. That was a mistake for me. I would have pitted that lap. Got a new front wing. Got an undercut on Blizzard as well, because Blizzard will have to get a new front wing as well, which will actually gain another 5 seconds for Kyrie. So 12-second lead for 16 laps. I think he can hold that. Poe pits. That's the new front wing as well. So where's he going to come out? He looks like he's going to come out behind Ollie P here, or maybe Siege. I do not know. It's between those two, I think. He hopefully should come out ahead of Maze. Into the pits. He's got a new front wing, so he's going on the softs. No, is that the supers? No, softs. Okay. It was glitching a bit from me there. He's on to the softs. You know, he's actually going to come out behind Maze. So he's going to be 10th, and he's got a lot of work to do to get back through the field. But considering he started 13th, that's not too bad after the damage on lap 1. Oh, there are some frame rate issues with Poe's car, but we'll get over that.
Yes.
Blizzard still on the back of Lambo, and Lambo loses a lot of time in that castle section and that first sector. 8.7 seconds now. And Blizzard could go for it here. He hits the back, but it doesn't get any damage. Where's he going to go for it, though? He's got to be clever where he makes this move.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't think he's close enough again. Poe has left it. Oh, Poe's lagged out the session. That's a shame for him. But I think one of them's going to come into the pits. I don't know which one. One of them should come into the pits. It's not going to be Lamb, but neither of them do.
No.
Kyrie stayed on again. So this is the lap. This is the optimal lap, I think, to pit for the softs. Either this lap or next lap are the two optimal laps. And if you want the undercut, I'd go this lap because it makes so much more sense. Now, if Lambo pits, Blizzard should follow. And get a new front wing. And then hopefully he can challenge Lambo after that. But Kyrie still advantage. The tyre wear isn't too bad, clearly, because he's still doing all right. Squeezy Lemon is 1 second behind Alan, and that's a battle for 4th. But Lemon does have to pit again. He's done 2 super soft stints, so we will have to go on the softs. Whereas Siege behind is on the mediums. That will promote him, you'd think, to P5. But Poe's back in. That's good news. But P5, and then maybe he can get Alan. But Blizzard will turn to... Oh, we didn't lose that. Lambo actually gained time that lap. So Blizzard still on the back of Lambo. It's been like this for 3 or 4 laps now. Oh, yellow's in sector 3. That is... Who is that? No one.
That might have been Poe rejoining.
Yeah, might have been.
No, he's not.
And Kyrie pits. And he nailed the pit lane. Lambo, what does he do? Lambo comes in as well.
Blizzard too.
And Alan's binned it. That was what the yellow's for. He's binned it. And he's left the session. He's not happy. And that promotes Maze up into P8. Weed Nation into P7. Ollie P into P6. Siege into P5. And Lemon into P4. But
he's coming down pit straight now.
Yeah, but he does have to pit again. Kyrie goes deep on pit exit. But surely he's gained time on Lambo. They both... No, Lambo did not change his front wing. Lambo has not changed his front wing, whereas Blizzard has. So this is advantage Blizzard. Lambo has gained time in the pits because Kyrie must have got held up. I don't know what by, but Lambo has not changed his front wing when he has damage, big damage.
He might feel comfortable the way the car's
I don't know why he's done that, because that's advantage Blizzard now. Blizzard only has to gain 7 seconds, and I think he can do that with a new front wing. Especially around here, it's vital around here you have a front wing, so... Wow. Talking to Poe, Poe is into the top 10 now after Alan binned it. Damien in 12th, but he won't have to pit. Saying that, he's actually right on the back of Plaster. He's going to back off that move. We'll go on board with this battle. It's the closest one on track. There won't be it shouldn't be an overtake into sector 1 or sector 2. It's very difficult to overtake. The only place in sector 1 is really turn 1 and turn 3. There aren't really many of the overtaking opportunities. Sector 2, there aren't any at all really, except from turn 15 at the end of the double left.
You mean the castle's not an ideal place to do an overtake?
No, it's not.
Okay. That's where I've been going wrong.
That's where you've been going wrong. Ah. But saying that, Poe is right on the back of Invader Zippo now. Lemon pits, so that is his pit stop. Blizzard gets promoted into P3 now, and Siege is in P4. So Siege is actually a danger for Lambo if they can gain that time. It's 11 seconds right now, 13 laps to do it. It is possible. So Siege could nick a podium. Lemon is going to come out in 8th place, quite far behind. Invader Zippo is actually getting overtaken by Poe. He's gone deep on the brakes, but Poe has got him up the inside of turn 1. That's P9 for the Haas driver. Not a good day for Haas, particularly with Lambo getting front wing damage, not deciding to change it. Blizzard is pulling about a 10th a sector out of him. So, no, a second a sector, sorry. 10th a sector isn't too much, but a second. Damien actually gets past Plaster. I don't know what happened there, but Damien is into 11th. We're going to follow Blizzard, as actually Siege is falling off. Siege is about the same place as Lambo right now, so... As Lambo does have the faster compound. Yeah. But Kyrie still with a 6.7 lead. That's 11 seconds over Blizzard, who is probably his main threat from now on in this race. The only thing saving Lambo at the moment is his straight line speed. He's quicker than every car on the track, I think, in the speed traps. So, but he just has that front wing damage. Blizzard actually sets the fastest lap of the race with 42.8.
And just so you know, that was 2.2 seconds faster than Kyrie's last lap.
Yeah. I was gonna ask what the lap times the top 3 are doing right now. I don't think Lambo's far off the pace either. Saying that, Maze has just been overtaken by Squeezy Lemon. Squeezy Lemon back into 7th place now. So all is not lost. I can't remember where he started. Maybe it was P5, wasn't it?
Maze, I believe, started.
Lemon. He started P5. Maze started P6.
Yeah.
The biggest gainer so far is obviously Blizzard, and then it's actually Poe. Damien pits. He's lost his front wing again.
And We Nation's up 3 also, having a quiet race in 6th place.
Yeah. But that is a good drive for We Nation. Actually, also, Ollie P in 5th, so it's not a bad drive from him. I haven't seen any penalties. I don't think I have.
Nope. And there have been no speeding penalties either. So.
No. Okay. Well, Blizzard's still gaining about a second a lap, I think now. It's slowed down a little bit, but obviously there are 12 laps to go, so all is not lost for Blizzard, definitely. And hopefully, I know he's got a straight line deficit, but hopefully he's faster. He can get the overtake because of the front wing. I do not know why in the world Lambo did not change that front wing. He might have had it on auto, and they didn't. Yeah.
Alright, let's see that lap.
Update on the football.
43.
Update on the football. Cristiano Ronaldo just scored his hat-trick. It is 3-3. Anyway, back to the F1.
So that last lap, Blizzard went 43.1, and Lambo and Kyrie both did 43.7. So it's 6/10 there.
6/10 a lap. Okay.
11 laps, 6.6 seconds. It's not enough to catch Kyrie, but it's enough to pass Lambo.
Yeah. They both pitted on the same lap, so there's no tyre advantage, particularly between Blizzard and Kyrie. So all Kyrie's to lose at the moment. Lambo, though, is going at the same pace as Kyrie.
The same lap.
He's in big trouble. 3.7 seconds.
He's the same pace with a broken left wing.
Yeah. The only problem is, like, Kyrie was so quick in the first stint of the race that that gap just blew up. It was 9 seconds at one point. Lambo's crawled it back to 7, but it was actually 6 seconds after the pit stops, and now it's gone back up to 7. So he's definitely losing time because of that front wing.
Kyrie just lapped Allen. Or Alan's ghost, should I say.
Next car on track is Damien. And Damien is going through turn 2, so... I don't know if he's going to come to lap him by the end of the race, but I don't think he'll be far off. Blizzard... Still losing... Yeah, still losing times on the straight. Lambo is very good on the straights. But it's now back up to 7.1. Well, no. Wait, was it... No, it's actually gained some time on the straights there. So... But Blizzard
was the
has...
fastest out of the 3 again.
Yeah, Blizzard really has the advantage in the first sector and the second sector. Especially the second sector, where you've got those fast left-handers, and you need the wing to really do that. A bit of lag from Blizzard, but no damage to his car in that lag. Kyrie has not had the perfect race. He's gone on and off the pace, but he is having one of those, I think, Vettel races where he's just got in the lead and just managing everything, just making sure he holds on to that lead. And I think that in this situation where you do actually have 2 quicker drivers behind you, no offense to Kyrie, but over the course of this race they have looked quicker. Even Lambo's setting the same pace as you with front wing damage, so with the front wing maybe he probably will be quicker. So with 2 quicker drivers behind you, what you need to do is just manage this race and see it to the end. Don't push yourself too hard. And just, yeah, try and bring it home for the win. So, and I think Lambo will try and hold up Blizzard as much as he can to try and get that second. So, Siege kind of out the picture now with 9 laps to go. 10 seconds behind the podium, so it's between these 3. Blizzard goes fastest again. 42.7. What does that compare to everyone else, Matt?
Let you know in a sec. Let's see. Last lap, Kyrie was 43.9, and Lambo was 43.9.
So they're both setting the same lap times, and Blizzard just pulled out 1.2 seconds on them. So that is a massive gap. Massive. That over 1.2 seconds is enough, I think, per lap to overtake Kyrie. So Blizzard just has to get past Lambo very quickly and get on the back of Kyrie. No, he has to get past Lambo quite quickly to get back on the back of Kyrie as quick as he can to pull this time out from somewhere. Maybe Kyrie will have to push towards the end of the race. I do not know. He's locking up a lot though.
Well, Kyrie does have an advantage. He has +1 for fuel, and the other 2 guys are almost empty. So.
Oh, Lambo's lagging for me. It's 1.5 seconds the gap now. 1.4 now for Blizzard. He is rapidly gaining. He's now going to start losing time on the straights though. 7.6 seconds the gap between Lambo and Kyrie, so it's 9 seconds between Blizzard and Kyrie. But Blizzard just can't gain that time in a straight line, and I think that's what's going to hamper him this race, because he's going to get stuck behind Lambo, and there will be a slipstream glitch, so it's just going to be down to pure setup over who is going to win this race. But Ollie P actually gets past Squeezy Lemon on the straight, and Lemon down to 6th now. Yeah, Siege is in a quite comfortable 4th place, actually down 2 positions from Wish Quali. Ollie P up 2 positions, and We Nation up 2. Post still at 4 in. He's not really gaining too quickly on Maze. I don't think he'll get him by the end of this race, but we'll go back on board with Blizzard now, who's a second behind Lambo, and Lambo actually smacks the wall. And it's now, this is his time. This is Blizzard's chance. He has to get him this lap to have the clean air to attack Kyrie, and he goes for it. Is he going to get squeezed? Lambo hits the other wall, but didn't look like much damage.
They just missed 1 end plate.
But is he gonna go for it again? Blizzard is gonna defend the inside, and he doesn't go for the switchback. So Lambo could actually have a chance to come back at Blizzard down the straight now, but I don't know if that's lost him more front wing damage. No, he's right on the back of Blizzard now, and he has. I don't know if he has the fuel to do it, but he is gaining. Blizzard's actually lagging backwards and forwards. Lambo. Oh, they're lagging backwards and forwards. I don't know where they are on track, but I think Lambo has got it back. So this is really hampering Blizzard now. 9.7 seconds the gap between Lambo and Kyrie now. That's 10 seconds for Blizzard. That's what, even if he pulls out 1.2 a lap, he's not going to catch him in 7 laps. So Kyrie in a very strong position unless he hits the wall now. Lambo getting back past Blizzard. I don't think Blizzard saw that coming. Blizzard going to go for the switchback.
Lambo needs
into
to be
the
careful
chicane.
to squeeze again.
And Lambo's... Is he going to hold it? Who's going to come out on top for the chicane? It's going to be Blizzard. Oh, they are dicing with the wall everywhere. But... Oh, I don't know. Blizzard's gone deeper and got the position. But Lambo is causing all sorts of mayhem for Blizzard this race. And there is a lot of lag. I don't know if that's Blizzard or Lambo, but... One of them is lagging so much, and Blizzard now has got nearly a second lead, a second gap. So Lambo really needs to gain on the straight if he wants to get him back. I think it is Blizzard who is lagging, so... Lambo is close enough for straight line speed to kick into effect, but I don't know if he's going to gain that much on the straight. Yeah, Blizzard pretty much has the position now. It'll be a very solid P2, but Kyrie starts lap 20. There's 6 laps to go after this, and he has led every single minute of this race, every single second of this race from start to finish. Well, start to lap 20 so far. So hopefully this would be a pretty perfect race weekend for Kyrie in the Sauber. Sauber doing well with him at the helm. This is going to really damage Haas though, but Mercedes not doing much better. Mercedes at the moment will be losing points to Haas in the championship. Mercedes getting 12. Mercedes getting 14 points. Haas getting 18 plus 19. So there's another 5 points going to be gained by Haas in the championship. Oh, Lambo nearly puts it in the wall. He did clip both walls. But he didn't go out of the race, so he's still in it somehow. 10.1 seconds the gap between the top two now. Any news?
It's actually pretty amusing, because I hit the wall at 1 mile an hour the other day and lost my tire, and he's ordered full blast on the wall.
Anything happening at the back of the grid? I know Lemon is still on the back of Ollie. And this is allowing Weed Nation to get involved.
And Weed.
Yeah, Weed is getting involved now, so Weed Nation could be a chance for P5 here. Lemon actually started P5, so after lap 1, I think that would be a very good comeback. He's actually got damage on the front right. I've only just noticed Lemon has, but he's got a great run on Ollie this lap, and I think he will go for the move on the inside. And I think he will have it into turn 1. And he will. So Lemon gets past. Oh, but he goes wide and Ollie will get a good run. Will he force a move into turn 2? He will. Lemon coming back at him again. Down the straight. There's no slipstream. The glitch has kicked in, but will Lemon go for the move? He will. He's going to get forced out. There's contact. And Weed is right on the back of this now, so it's really playing into his hand. Lemon goes for it again, but can't get it around. And Weed is right there. Now attacking Lemon. Won't go for it. There's 3 of them. Oh, okay. This is probably the best battle I've seen all race so far. These 3. Holding up, Matt.
What was it?
This midfield battle is hotting up.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So I was watching Lambo again. He's coming really close to the castle walls when he's coming through there without the downforce.
Yeah, Blizzard is now 8.9 seconds behind Kyrie as Kyrie starts lap 22. So 4 more left. We'll have a look. Maze is in the middle of nowhere in P9. All the back runners are in the middle of nowhere at the moment.
Yeah, everyone's
And
got more
actually,
than 10 second
Plaster
gap.
has been lapped by Kyrie.
Yep.
And yeah,
Canadian's next.
also Siege in the middle of nowhere. Lemon going back past Ollie again, and Weed Nation's lost 1.5 seconds from somewhere, so he's lost a lot of time on that lap. And I think that is Lemon didn't lose it out of turn 1 again, so I think that is Lemon up permanently into P5. Yeah, good move on the straight. He used the straight line speed to his advantage. And Weed lost a lot of time on that lap. Hopefully he can get back at Ollie. Ollie not falling off though, so good comeback at Lemon in the next 3 laps. I'm actually going to have a look at the fastest laps of everyone. Fastest lap so far is Blizzard with a 32.7. The race leader... Oh, Yellow's in Sector 1 and Sector 2. There is... No one's hit the wall there. Oh, Damien actually pits. And he gets a stop-go
There's
penalty.
the first penalty of the game.
The first
the
penalty
game.
of the
There is.
race. That is his 3rd or 2nd stop, I can't remember.
It's his second.
But I guess that's
no,
gonna annoy him.
it was
a
his
little
third.
bit. He now gets lapped by Kyrie as well. And I think he might have got lapped by Blizzard. Yeah. And Lemon. No, Lambo. So the gap's now 7.8. There's only 4 laps left of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Matt, it's been an exciting race so far. Do you think there's any excitement left? Or do you think that's it now?
I think, Ali got back by Lemon.
Yeah, I've just noticed that as well. On the straight.
I think the top 4 are settled. It looks like Lambo's backed off Blizzard. Just, bring home the podium. Don't do anything crazy. Add to your points.
I think that really hampered him not getting front wing. Changing the pit stop. Lemon nearly goes into the back of Ollie. Just stops it in time. Oh, he's hit Ollie again. And I think that was a bit of a front wing that came off then. So a bit more front wings just come... Yeah. A chunk just flew off. He's getting way too close to the back. And he's lost all his front wing now. That's... Oh no, this is a bad position for Lemon, because if he tries to do Eddie Corn flat out now, he's going to be in real issues from Weed behind, who is gaining. And he could have a problem here where he doesn't actually get any points, because he tries to... He's got to just bring this home for 7th now, surely. It is... That is race over. No, not race over, but he cannot. He's lifted off.
His chance for 5th is over.
Yeah. Ollie's just going to get away, and Weed is going to gain now because of that lift off. He's not going to gain that much though. In a straight line, he's so slow in a straight line. There's no benefit. I think he's got such high wings for the second sector. I just think that's hampering him. Blizzard not really gaining too much on Kyrie anymore. I'm going board with Kyrie, who takes that castle section very nicely. Wait, do we do podium interviews in this league?
I did it yesterday with Blizzard.
That's a different league, though. That's a different league.
Oh. Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have a
sorry.
look. I'm gonna have a look. No, you commentate for a minute.
Alright. And We Nation's closing up right on the back of Squeeze 11 now. The wing damage really taking effect as they head toward the right-hander toward the castle right now. Fifth, sixth, and seventh single file going through the castle.
Okay, there is
All three of
no
them get through cleanly.
podium interview after
Alright.
the race.
Oh,
Oh,
Squeeze 11 just bounced off the
lemon
wall.
on the wall. So Weed has to get
Oh,
past
and
him.
again.
That's just flown off his car. Yeah, that is all of his front wing gone now.
Yeah, we should get him going into turn one here because Squeezy's gonna have to lift.
He's got to lift off too, because otherwise he'd go straight into the back of Squeezy. Squeezy's going to do what his name suggests and squeeze. He's going to get away in a straight line, so he has to get him now. But he won't because of the straight line disadvantage that he's got.
He actually has no wing.
Yeah, he has none at all, but he's just... Oh, at this point, Weed is just having to avoid Lemon at every opportunity. He has to get him down this straight. Oh, he's got a good run, but I don't think it'll matter. Because Lemon's just a straight line speed. He's got to get through him in the corners. He has to get through him. This is going to really... Oh, if he doesn't get past him, that's massive opportunity missed. Let's go back to the race leader, Kyrie, in the Sauber. Completely dominated this race, I have to say. I know Blizzard started at the back. It might have been a different story had he not. But on his debut, he's about to start the final lap of the Grand Prix. Difficult track to actually assert your dominance because you can't particularly get away down the straights. But he did it in the opening stint. So fair play. It was a cracking first 6 or 7 laps to pull away from Lambo. But here, Weed is going to go for it, surely. He dives... No, he doesn't. He backs out again. But Lemon hits the wall and moves over to block him. That's twice he's weaved down that straight. And Weed just can't get a good enough run. He has to try and get him in this section of the track. Just avoid the back of Lemon and you're fine. He hits Lemon and gets front wing damage. He hits damage. He gets damage on the front right. Oh, he couldn't stick behind it. He decided to... Oh, yellow's in sector 2, actually. That is Invader Zippo in the wall at the castle. Saying that, Kyrie is about to come through the castle. Can he survive the castle on the last attempt? He hits the debris, but it doesn't do any damage, so that's fine. And he's through the castle. Now just the final sector to go. Weed Nation does get past Lemon. He dives it up turn 2. And makes that position. He had to. It's the final lap of the Grand Prix. But we'll go on board with Kyrie Karam now. As he comes...
Lambo actually touched the wall before he got to the castle there.
Oh, okay. But Lambo...
But
he's going to come home in P3. But Kyrie comes through that final braking zone now. Flat out turn 18 into turn 19. Just the kink of turn 20 for him to come through. And he is down the pit straight now. Only a few more seconds.
And he's on fumes.
And he will. Kyrie Karam in the Sauber on his debut takes the victory in Baku. What a superb drive. Oh, Blizzard hits the wall. And he will take P2 from P14 on the grid. Lambo started P3, finishes P3. That is the podium. Siege now will,
Damien
I
got
think,
by Plaster right at the end.
after that race, Siege will take 4th place. Damien actually didn't count on his quali and he finished 11th in the end. So Ollie will take a brilliant 5th place. He actually gained 7 seconds when Weed Nation was battling Lemon. Lemon hits the wall, lucky to still be in the Grand Prix. Poe is right behind him actually. So if there wasn't a penalty for Lemon, I don't think, but Poe is right
No.
behind, so if stewards appeal after the race, Poe could get the position, but Lemon does finish 7th on track. Poe, after having damaged all the race long and starting P13, comes down in P8, and Mays will take P9 with Invader Zippo.
Oh wait, Poe had the 5-second penalty.
Oh, Poe, was it Poe?
For speeding. Yeah.
I didn't think it was Poe.
Somebody did.
I didn't think it was. It was Damien.
Oh, it was Damien.
Damien got a 5-second stop go. But it is just Invader Zippo now. Who has to cross the line. He taps the wall, but that will not do him any damage at all. He will take the last point in Baku after putting it in the wall at the castle. And he will cross the line to round off this race. What a cracking race we've just had to watch. That is one of the better races I have seen in my time as a F1 player, as an F1 commentator. That is one of the better races I've watched.
It's definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, it was just fun in general. So and yeah, there we go. Caio Karam wins in the Sauber of it's Marcus Ericsson on the podium, but oh well. Toro Rosso of Blizzard in 2nd and Lambo in 3rd. And I think that will wrap up the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So it's a good night from me and Matt.
Yes, good night everybody.
And
Thank you for tuning in.
TTFL will be back next week on Friday, and TTTV will be back on Tuesday with TTL round. I should have got this prepared. Round
15, I believe.
15 in Malaysia. So we'll see you there, I guess.